Carry on.
Okay, so next I'm gonna do some bronzing. We're gonna use our Made by Mitchell curve case. Don't know what version this is, can't remember, but it's not the darkest one. It's like that medium one in between. So first things first, I'm just gonna go in with the pink blushy color just to give myself some immediate color on my cheeky weekies. So we're doing pinky, and I might go in with a little pink and orange because I always do pink. Like, I really need to grow up. I have all other colors of blush, I just don't use it. So this is me about to like do some new stuff. Okay, so we got the pink on there. Now, like I said, I want to add a little bit of orange, so we're gonna add some orange. Also from the Made by Mitchell curve case. So I'm just gonna put the orange with it. This is just gonna go like under our base to give us some color. And all of this is cream product, so it's very easily movable, but it is gonna require to be set. All cream and liquid has to be set or it is not in place, okay? All right, so we use that, and next we're gonna go in and do a little bit of bronzing with our curve case. I'm using the darkest shade with a little bit of the medium shade, and I'm gonna just go in and build us a bronze by the cheekbone, right under where we put the blush, basically. So you know the vibes. Same here. And then like buff it out. Okay, so that's all we're gonna do with the curve case right now. Let's get into our next step. Girl, okay, let's get back into it. So as you can see, we've done a little bit of bronzer and we've done a little bit of pink cream blush. So now I'm about to go in and add some powder products. So I'm gonna add some orange powder blush. Not typically what I would wear, but again, I told you I was trying something else, so we gonna try it because I just got all these blushes in my kit. I don't even use them. Okay, so we're gonna use the orange. Very cutesy. And it's really not that bright. It's just like different than what I normally would do. You feel me? But very cute. It's different. Okay. Got the orange on there. All right, so now we're about to just do like a little bit of foundation, just a little bit, and then we're gonna keep this thing rolling. Okay guys, so today, again, I told y'all we keeping it simple, so we're gonna do our LYS foundation using our foundation stick and our concealer directly from LYS. Shout out to them. So let's do it. So I'm gonna start with the foundation stick. It's really easy to use. Just roll it up, put it on, blend it out. Perfect shade, basically. I'm gonna zoom it in so y'all can really see. Perfect match. This is shade DG6. And I just kind of mark it in all the areas that needs it. And then I just go back and blend it out. Really simple, really easy. Especially for like a day-to-day makeup. Okay, so just blend it out and buff it in. It's cream, so it's very movable. It doesn't take much to move it. And we're just blending it out. And a little bit on the forehead, but not too much. Okay, so super simple and easy on the foundation. Like, it takes nothing. Being that it's a foundation stick, it literally takes nothing. Okay, so next we're gonna use our LYS concealer pen. Basically, you just crank that and it will dispense product in which you can apply where you like. As you can instantly see, perfect shade. This is shade TG7. So I'm just gonna apply that in a few areas for a highlight and for additional coverage. That's it. Not too much, not too little. And it's super easy to dispense. So yeah, just roll it up and let it ride. Okay, so I'm gonna let it aerate for just a second and then we're gonna blend it out. But you can see that the shade is perfect. Love it. I'm gonna use a powder puff to blend this out this time. So I'm gonna use this. And I'm just gonna buff it out, basically. Simple to the point. But yeah, I love the LYS. I love their shade range. I love how I don't have to mix their foundation with any other like when I use other foundations, sometimes I have to pigment mix to make it my perfect shade. One thing about LYS, I don't have to do that. They have my exact shade. It's not too orange. It's like the perfect cool tone. I love that. Okay, so we blended that fully out. Like literally perfect color. Okay, so we got on a little bit of concealer and foundation. So now we're gonna go in with some concealer. For me, this will be a brightening concealer shade. This is MAC in the color NC42. I'm typically like a 45, 46. But I really want that bright under eye aesthetic today. So we're gonna go in and apply. And we're gonna do the same with the other eye. Then we're gonna go in and use a powder puff after the air hits it a little bit, and we're just gonna blend it out easily. Like you would typically do. Just keep in mind this is a brightening shade, which means it's gonna pull out that brightest color under your eye. Okay, so this is my concealer placement. And I like a little bit of air to hit it, then we're gonna blend it out with our handy dandy powder puff. Okay guys, so I'm gonna use my powder puff and blend out our under eyes and our nose so we can jump into our next step. But as you can see, totally brightened it up. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I don't know, I love a good brightening concealer and I love matte concealer, period. So obviously being that I work for them, I might be a little biased, but I don't know. Something about a matte concealer, you just can't beat it. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go in with one more just small tad of a layer. Literally right here. And that's for me personally, just because I have eye bags. I've always had them, hereditary. So we're gonna let that sit for a second, then we're gonna blend it out. Okay, so I zoomed y'all in just a little bit. We're gonna use our powder puff. And I actually think I got this powder puff from Miss A. So if you don't know where to find powder puffs, then I guess go to Miss A. But yeah, let's blend it out. smooth. Love a MAC freaking concealer down, don't care. Like I said, I might be biased because I've been working for them for several years, but I don't know, something about it. All right, so that's blended out. I'm gonna zoom y'all back out, and we about to get into some powder bronzer, and this one's gonna be by Juvia's Place. Let's get into it. Okay, let's get into our bronzer. So of course I'm using the Bronze Duo by Juvia's. That's like the only one I use. I have a bunch, but I just love that one. So I'm just gonna go in and add that near my cheekbone area. And I love a really warm bronze. I feel like everybody need a bronze how they want to, but I like mine's warm. So I'm gonna warm those areas that I prefer warmed up. As a big forehead girly and the manager of the committee of big foreheads, bronze your forehead, like what? Because that's what helps shape it. All right. And then let's bronze our nose area as well. And I'm just gonna use the same bronzer for this. So I bring it in right at the end of my eyebrow on both sides. And then I just drag her down. And there we have it. Simple to the point. Okay, and I told y'all I was doing orange blush, so we're gonna stick to that orange blush, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more now that we're getting near the end, just to make sure it has that really cute orange kiss pop to it, I guess you could say. So we're gonna add that too. And I want to make sure you can really see that orange. All right, let's get into this setting powder. Okay, so of course I'm using Laura Mercier translucent honey. Duh. That's my favorite. It depends on the skin type though and the person, because I do like to switch it up, but on myself this is what I like. So we're gonna use the translucent honey. And I usually put a good base of translucent honey down first, and then I use a little bit of Huda Beauty. So that's what we gonna do. Real simple and easy, like. Not about to overthink it. Remember that we used a cream base today, which means we need to overly set with powder. Like, you don't want all that cream to like be cakey. You want to set it properly. Okay. Okay, so I got the setting, but now we're gonna put a little bit of just like regular powder to blend it out. This is MAC in the shade NW45. And this is basically just powdering everything out that we've done. Blending it all out into like our true shade. And then I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty. I use Pound Cake under the eye. We did a bright under eye already today, but I'm just gonna brighten it up like just a little bit. I like it bright, so that's just me personally. All right, so just gonna go in and dab that in under there, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So yeah, I think when it comes to matters of the under eye, every girl has their thing, and I think you should stick to what you like, you know? I'm a bright girly, so I'm gonna keep it bright. And I'm gonna go back and just add a little bit of nose contour because it went away when we blended a little bit. All right. Okay, girly, so we're gonna go in and do a little bit of an eye, but we're really just only gonna do like a subtle brown eyeshadow. I'm gonna use my Juvia's Place Coffee Shop palette to do so. Some kind of way I cracked my palette, I don't know how, so I'm not gonna pick it up right now because I gotta deal with the fallout of it all. But we're just gonna do a dark chocolate brown and just like keep it very simple in that regard, but just a chocolate brown. And I normally either do like a chocolate brown or a mahogany brown if I do brown, so that's what we gonna do. Stick to what I like. Some days we'll do color, but today ain't one of those days. I just don't feel like doing color today. Okay. But we are gonna do chocolate. And I love that so much. Super simple, super easy. And I just feel like it neutralizes the glam. Okay, now I'm throwing stuff. Okay, let's do eyeliner. I know I said I hate doing it on camera, but I'll make an attempt for y'all. Okay, so there's at least one eye that y'all can get. I'm gonna do the other eye. Okay guys, so we got both eyes done. We have our under eye set and everything. So we're basically about to go in and spray our whole look with setting spray. Okay girls, we're back. So we've got our Charlotte Tilbury setting spray matte blur. So I put my scarf on so I don't get my install wet. So let's spray her down, and you have to shake this up, okay? All right, so and my hair still got wet, but at least it's the hair part, not the install part. Okay, so you see the wetness, so basically you're just gonna let that dry. And we're gonna get into a lip combo. I'll be back when this mat's out. Okay y'all, is this thing on? Okay, yeah, it's still on. So I grabbed this Wet n Wild mascara. I was just in Target. They didn't have the kind that I really wanted, so I just needed some. So we're gonna use this kind today and do our lower, we're gonna do our lower eyelashes. Period. And we're gonna do the other eye. I messed it up. It's cool. I don't know, for some reason when I get over to this, I always do that. I don't know. But y'all see where I messed it up at? That's crazy. I'm about to fix it. Okay, so in order to fix it, first I gotta make sure it's dry. So I'm gonna pat it out with a powder puff. After I pat it out with a powder puff, I'm gonna add a little bit of concealer. This is actually a really good lesson. I'm gonna add a little bit of concealer, and this is a cream concealer. So I'm actually just gonna go over it. See? So that it's covered as much as possible. And I'll probably do that more than one time. And we just gonna blend it out. Everything with makeup is correctable. And a lot of times, like, you don't even have to start over to correct it. Okay, so basically, I've just like covered it up and I'm just about to put setting powder back on top of it, and we're just gonna act like that didn't even happen. Okay, period. And since we had to do a minor eye correction, I am gonna use a matte spray just to spray the eye section real quick. So basically I only just sprayed my eyes just now. That way where we put that powder, it's just like, yeah. So while we do that, let's get into a lip combo. Okay, so before we do a lip, I just realized I didn't do any highlighter. So I'm gonna do like a highlighter glitter. This is a MAC glitter from back in the day. I've had this since I first started, probably 5 years ago. And you see it's still full, it's my favorite. So it's a pigment, but it reflects gold in the light. So basically I'm just gonna put it on my blush brush and then just like pat it in over my face. So it gives a vibe of like iridescence, but it also gives a really cute highlighter vibe when the light hits it. So it's also kind of messy though. But anyway, when you get really close, you can really see it, especially like when you do the low light filter. So good. Okay, so we got that. Okay, you guys, so after a chaotic getting through all the steps required to get this look on, we're about to move into some lip combos. We're about to move into some lip combos. I typically do a nude, and I probably still will, but maybe I'll do a different nude than what I normally do. So let's just like jump right into it. So I've been trying a different lip liner out. I have many different options, but I've been trying out this Kofi Beauty in the shade Swoon. Let's use that. And I do like this as an alternative to MAC. It's really creamy and smooth, so I really like that. All right, so I told y'all I wanted to try something new, but I probably lied. Hold on, let me see if I can find. There's another color I've been wanting to use that Anastasia sent me. Let's use that. Well, I have to find it. Okay. So they sent me this in the shade Soft Haze, which is just like a neutral nude. A simple to the point nude, but we are gonna add a little bit of just a lighter color to amp it up. So we're gonna use our Made by Mitchell Cream Dream. And I love it so much. It's giving gloss, but it also has pigment. It doesn't take much for real. Okay, and then on the edges, I'm always and forever gonna use Fenty Hot Chocolate. Let me zoom y'all in. Like always and forever gonna use hot chocolate. I don't care. the world can end, and I'm still gonna use hot chocolate. Okay, so hot chocolate on the edges just to blend everything, and that's our lip combo. So 3 steps, and obviously all this is going to be on YouTube, so you'll be able to see it. I'm about to go back here and probably rebump my bang so I can get the photos I need for the cover of the YouTube video. But besides that, okay, you guys, so basically I'm pretty much done just doing this glam. This is a typical soft glam, but we use some different techniques that we don't normally use for this video. And of course, I'm gonna do my best to link the products and put the colors, but by the time I edit the video, I be getting irritated, I be getting tired. I'm working on it, but if not, I put all the names in the products, either screenshot it or pull out a paper and pen, write it down, go to Ulta, go get it. Okay, basically that. And then while you doing that, make sure you're subscribed, you're liking, you're sharing, you're doing all those things to support your girl. We're almost to 1K on YouTube, and this has been a 2.5-year journey. It did not happen overnight, and y'all support is important to the growth. Subscribe. I subscribe back. I don't have no issue doing that. But yeah, look forward to more vlogs from me. I'm trying to get back into my dedicated journey as a micro influencer, content creator, everything, makeup artist, all the things that I'm doing. But I want to make sure that I'm staying on my YouTube journey with my subscribers and my TikTok people and everybody. So anyway, of course, all the links are where they belong, so you can always tap in with your girl. I'm never too good to say hey. I'm never too good to not say nothing back. I'm just a regular girl like y'all. And yeah, that's been on this content thing for like almost 3 years. So I'm just a regular person like y'all, so I don't mind saying hey and tapping in, but make sure you tapping in with me and got those notifications on so you see all the new content. Lots of things coming up, lots of dates and different things going on in our lives right now. My baby is a senior in high school, so we're getting him set up and ready for college all year long. I'm going to vlog some of that, but not all of that, but some of that. So yeah, so many different things going on in my life, and I want to make sure y'all are a part of some of those parts. So yeah, make sure. What else was I about to say? Yeah, make sure you follow me on TikTok too. We're on all platforms: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. Like, we got all the followers on there. So whatever platform that you rock with, you can rock with me on that platform as well. And as usual, I will see y'all next time.
Let 'em sleep, baby, you're sleeping on you.